Alright, well, here we go. So let's get right here. Alright, so here we go. Round clear insane in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Good luck.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, it's shocking. Every time I start a round of insane mode, it's so shockingly like how fast it's actually coming down. When you play it, it kind of slows down in your mind after you play it for a while. But like the first one coming down always gets me. I'm just like, oh, this is way too fast.
Yeah, especially when you go from like very hard to insane. This is like
Yeah, the jump is very huge. Yeah, so I guess we should probably explain how it works for some of the newcomers. You did run, I think you said a round clear before?
yes, that was last year. I did very hard, which is yeah.
That's my favorite category is very hard. Yeah, I've been playing this game for a while. How long have you been playing it?
Yeah, I think last time I played this was like beginning of the year, so it's been a little while for me too. So, but
you started on the Game Boy version too, didn't you? Or did you start with this one first?
no, I started on the Game Boy version.
Yeah, I think everybody starts on the Game Boy version.
It's probably the version everybody knows because we didn't get the Super Nintendo version here in America.
Yeah, for those people watching, this game is a Japanese-only game, and we're not running it on the Japanese version because it's faster. It's the only one allowed. It's the only one that exists. Yeah, I guess I'll try and explain the game a little bit. I also first started with the Game Boy Star Stacker because I was watching Alpha Gaming, who back then he was Bloody Candy. He's a pretty good Kirby speedrunner. He runs a whole bunch of other stuff, but he started on Kirby, I think. Anyway, yeah, I was watching him play the Game Boy version for the longest time, and I could not figure out what in the world was going on forever. Just watching it. Like, is that the reaction you had the first time you saw it too?
A little bit, yeah. I was able to figure it out eventually how everything works. But it's just like, whoa, this is kind of different.
It took me until I actually got the controller in my hands and started playing it myself to actually kind of figure out how everything really works. Yeah, someone in the chat said, I have no idea what I'm looking at. I'll explain it as we go here. Yeah, don't be ashamed. Everyone, for the first, few times they watch this, is just like, no idea what's going on. So... Anyway, yeah, it took me until I actually got the controller in my hands to run, or to figure out what was going on during the runs. And it makes it even worse now that it's in Japanese. But, oh, this is that round where you can get the star drop and it just keeps coming, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's all coming back to me now. So... the key to this game is, you see the HP on the right side, that's DD's, or DDD's, I always forget what the actual name is, D3's HP. And the goal for each round is to get his HP down to 0. And how you do that is you attack him with stars. Now how the game actually works in the game is that you want to match the blocks, like the character blocks. So we got the, I call them rat, bird, and fish, but they're, the hamster is Rick, I believe? And I think they're all from Kirby's Dream Land too. I think that's the lore. Anyway, I think that the rat is Rick. I think he's actually a hamster. The fish is Kind, maybe, I think? And, the owl or rooster, I don't know what he is Coop, I believe. And so when you... Is that correct? I don't know.
I think he's an owl.
Yeah, he's either an owl, rooster, bird, some sort. I call him bird. Anyway. So you want to match those blocks, and they disappear when you do that. So to actually get stars, or to quote-unquote stack the stars and hit Dee with his get his HP down is that you want in between the icons or the blocks that match, you want to get stars in between them. And then the stars in between them that disappear, those take down Dee's HP. That's the basic version of it, and now I'll kind of explain combos, because combos is what you really want, right? Especially the 6 combo, because it gives you 12 extra stars.
Yeah.
Okay, so getting combos, because you can... I'm trying to figure out how to explain this here. If you get leftover blocks that fall, and they make a combo, then you get additional stars, which count as points towards Dee's HP, that fall from the sky. Now, these are temporary star blocks. They disappear as soon as they hit the bottom, and they always go to the lowest point in the map. And if those temporary stars make a connection or another combo, then you get another combo of stars coming down. And the goal is to get 6 stars, or 6 combinations in a row, because the bonus is doubled to 12 additional stars. And that's kind of what everyone's aiming for when they make combos. Now, because the combos take a little bit... actually, while we're right here, let me explain every 5th round. Every 5th round, there is a quick kill. You lay down one block, and the combos go forever until the entire stage is done. So, I'm actually watching FFR Pro's actual stream, and he's got his hands behind his head now because he doesn't have to do anything for the rest of round 5. I'm trying to think of... yes, block preview is at the top. And in insane mode, because of how fast it goes, you really have to pay attention to that, the block preview on the top there. Anyway, so the combos, if you just get like a 2 combo, stars will fall, and you only get 2 additional stars. And since it takes a while for the stars to fall on the 2 combo, you actually kind of want to avoid the 2 combo and go for larger combos, because it just takes so much time that you don't need, since this is a speedrun after all.
Right. Also, round 6, you just saw what a 22 chain looks like.
Yeah. Oh, what is it? Oh, so there you'll see some blocks that are solid blocks. They act like star blocks, but they don't change into a star block until you already hit them once, or combo them or whatever. So they're they can stack up on you real quick, especially in the later rounds in insane mode. You got to be careful because it takes 2 combos to actually wipe them out and get the HP.
Right. Though if you clear it with a bomb, it does count as Corona Star block.
I forgot to explain the bombs. So if you combo a bomb, which I don't think there's any bomb levels yet, right? I think they come later.
Oh, there's a bomb right now.
Oh, there's one. Never mind. I should have been paying attention. Yeah. If you clear a bomb, it wipes out the row horizontally. It just smashes that row out, and it'll take out solid blocks, regular blocks, and star blocks. Everything just wiped. Now, you kind of, in the speedrun, you gotta think about it, because if you're making a stack and you're trying to get combos, and you're kind of setting something up, that bomb will take out the whole row and kind of destroy what you're setting up sometimes. But in insane mode, it's kind of, especially the later levels, it's kind of hard to think that far ahead. Especially if you're dumb like me. Did you just gold split round 3, by the way? I'm looking at your splits. It's accurate?
I did gold split.
Congratulations.
Yeah, for those people that watch my stream, I do go against some of the best all the time.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is not against some of the best, this is against... or this is not against your PB, this is against some of the best. So
yeah.
Let me open up my live split so you can kind of get a reference here. Where you're at. So, you're in round 7. My PB not my solo best, ends round 7 at 10:01. So we'll see how you kind of compare. Just for everyone who knows, there are 3 runners in speedrun.com of the insane mode here. I believe it's Sonny Wrath, who's, I think, I saw him on the schedule for later, maybe a couple days later. I think he's running something, I don't know what. You guys can figure it out. The link's available everywhere. And then it's FFR Pro, and then myself. And FFR Pro is coming in real close to my world record here, so if he's close near the end, he might take it from me in my face here. So that'll be exciting for everyone to see if he does.
Yeah, hopefully the layer rounds will actually go well, because the layer rounds get pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, they really stack up high before even the round starts, so there are some where you only get like 2 columns to move through, and you kind of have to destroy something by the sides or the left and right, or just pray that they give you the right RNG and your right blocks.
I should also explain what the up button does.
Oh yes, of course. So if you're sideways with your blocks coming down, if you hit the up button, it just switches the blocks. So the left and right blocks switch left and right. Does it do it when you're vertical too? I don't know, actually. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure.
I would assume it does. I've never tried it.
Yeah, I've never really used it because I really haven't had to.
Oh, it does!
Oh!
It does work!
You just tried it on the fly there. What I usually do is just, when I look at the top, I think left and right, and then I think about if I'm not doing it if I'm not doing horizontally, I just kind of figure out which one I want to go down into the puzzle. And then I really make only one move most of the time. I either let it stay flat and then hit up to flip it, or I just make one side go down. Because they can rotate either way. And I don't know, that's kind of how I think about it in my head. Does that make any sense to you, FFR?
Sure.
How are you looking at it are you looking ahead to the next block all the time, or how are you kind of looking at it?
Yeah, whenever I have a little time to, if I have a chain going off, I like to just look at the next block and figure out, like, where to put it.
Yeah. The great thing is, combos really do give you time to think about it some more, and that really helps in insane mode more than other modes, because when you're just going down and you're not getting combos, you're thinking really fast, because these blocks come down at lightning speed.
Okay, this is not the best start.
At least you got that combo there.
Okay, we'll clear that just to be safe.
Yeah, single move flip is very nice. Somebody in chat mentioned that. Yeah, so it doesn't just rotate one way, it rotates either way. So what I think about it is, I look at the top, and if I wanted to go down the right way, I hit, what is it? I think A is right for the right one down, and B is for the left one down. I think I have that correct. I always confuse the B and A on the SNES controller.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it looks like he's still... Oh! I should explain how you die in the game. You can have the first, second, and the fifth and sixth columns can go all the way through the top into infinity. But if the middle 2 columns, or the middle... I call them 3 and 4.
Yeah.
The middle 2 columns, if they go all the way up, and they extend through the top of the stage, you're dead, the round starts over. That isn't normally a problem for runners, except for in this mode, insane mode, because as you'll see later in the run, it's going to get pretty hectic, where he's going to have to decide between like 1 or 2 moves within like 4 or 5 spaces that he'll have to think about it.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. Well, this will be pretty good.
Oh, that's a nice, yeah. So if you just combo, this is kind of the lingo I go by anyway. If you just combo and you're not, and just the stars fall down and the stars don't create another combo, I call those dry combos because you get less of a bonus than if the stars come down and you combo again, then you get an additional starfall, which is actually a huge bonus compared to if you just get a dry combo that only has starfall once. So I don't know what I call the other combos, chain combos maybe. But yeah, the dry combos aren't as good as a chain combo that has the stars come down. It just kind of, it's always good to get a combo, but the dry combos kind of waste a little bit of time, especially if you're at the end of the round and you already have his HP down to 0. They'll give the combos still have to finish before you end the round. So the strategy I take when he's down to like 3 HP is that I don't look for combos anymore. I just straight up just go for the stars because I don't want the combos to chain and then it takes forever to end the round there. You just go with it again on 10, but that was a pretty cool one.
I did it obsolete by like, I don't know, 10 frames or something.
Yeah. Yeah, so as we said before, rounds 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Every multiple of 5 is a quick kill round where it just, once you figure out the key to the puzzle, it's a 1 block drop and you complete the entire round. It'll just combo until the end.
Yeah, they're the only consistent stages in the run.
Yep. There are some stages that give you like pretty good combos off the top. Like it's set up to give you combos if you get the right combination or if you get the right block drop. But it's RNG based most of the time, and it doesn't clear the entire round. It just gives you a nice little start.
Yeah.
There are a lot of those in the hard and very hard modes compared to insane mode.
Ooh, that was another gold.
That's another 1.9 gold split. There you go. Yeah, scripted fights. That's probably the best way to say it. Somebody in chat mentioned that. It's kind of a scripted puzzle.
Oh boy. Oh, this is not good.
It's coming up on you. Uh-oh.
Oh, we're dead. Yeah, there's nothing I can do.
No, you didn't get the RNG for that one, did you?
Yeah, that was very unlucky. That's okay.
There are a lot of these in the later rounds where you don't get much room to work with at the beginning. And it only takes like one missed combo to really screw you up for the whole round. Well, the whole beginning of the round. Once you kind of save yourself from the beginning of the puzzle that's trying to come up and kill you, usually around halfway through the round you're able to take down most of the blocks and then you can kind of relax and set up combos a little bit more. But sometimes it'll screw you throughout the entire round.
Yeah, unfortunately no one CC today. But that's okay. We're still doing good.
Just kind of watching and seeing how you're making these combos here. It's what I like a lot is when you have a lot of characters on the sides, or a lot of character blocks rather. I don't know what they actually call them. I'll just say character blocks. When you have a lot of them on the sides, it's pretty easy to just get combos coming down after you get a combo in the second wave there. When you have a lot of star blocks or solid blocks in the setup on your puzzle here, it's actually a lot harder to get combos because the star blocks can't combo anything. This round that you're in right now looks like it could have the RNG to have a scripted kind of have a scripted beginning, but I don't think I've ever been able to figure out if there actually is one or not.
Yeah, me neither.
Although you did get within like 4 or 5 moves, you did get a 6 chain, so there was something there.
Yeah. Someone would have to like look into the game, like all the possibilities to see if there's like other scripted fights possible.
Yeah, it's like, so I think me and Sonny Wrath kind of figured out all the scripted fights for hard mode, and Swordsman Kirby, who you know dabbles in this a little bit, this in the Game Boy version, figured out the scripted fights for normal mode on both the Game Boy and the hard mode. I think he actually did hard mode on Game Boy too, because the lower versions of Round Clear, like normal and hard, have a lot of scripted fights, and they're an RNG festival. You basically just run them over and over again until you get the precise RNG to get all the scripted fights. So yeah, Sonny and I figured out the hard mode for Super Star Stacker. Swordsman Kirby has been around figuring out those, but to actually go in and figure out the very hard and insane mode scripted fights for ones that aren't insta-kills on the 5s, on the multiples of 5 rounds, it's something we really haven't done yet, and I don't know if there's enough interest to actually do so. There's not... The community isn't dead, but there's not a lot of runs on lately. So, if anybody really likes puzzle games, I think I actually reached out to the Puzzle Discord at some point and let them know that this game exists. If anybody likes puzzle games, this is a great one. Don't be intimidated because it's hard to tell what's going on just watching it. You need to really open up the game yourself and play it to figure out what's going on, and probably enjoy it more, to be honest.
I did find that, you know, once I started playing the game, it was actually quite easy to figure out.
Yeah, it makes so much more sense once you play it for 5 minutes. It makes way more sense than watching it. Oh, somebody asked this question. Let me know what you think about this. Is this really a game that should be on this marathon, considering it didn't come out on the SNES, it only came out on the Super Famicom? What do you think about that? And then somebody else said, you can play the Super Famicom cards on a SNES if you pull out the regional tabs. What do you think about that? I don't know if there's any rules about this in this marathon. Well, obviously not, since we're playing it right now. What do you think?
Well, I mean, Super Famicom is a Japanese Super Nintendo, so it works.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't own the hardware for this. I think only... So you said you have the card for this, and then Belfa Gaming also owns the card for this, and the card's gotten more expensive, so I think you two are the only people who play on a card. I play on emulator. I don't know if Sonny owns a card or not of this. I know he's played it quite a bit. I used to race Sonny every once in a while a couple of years ago when I actually, did speedruns. The card's a little expensive. As somebody said in the chat, you can play Super Famicom cards on the SNES if you pull out the reach and lock tabs in the SNES.
Yeah, or you just
or
get
you can be like me.
Or you just get an SD to SNES and do that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do the flash cards, and it's the file's out there if you want to be a dirty pirate or whatever. Oh, somebody just said the website says a speedrun marathon devoted to the Super Nintendo Entertainment System and the Super Famicom. So there you go.
There you go.
Oh, I like their little icon for this game. I don't know. I might have to look on the internet for this to see what the actual box looks like, because I don't think I've ever seen the box. You didn't get a completed box, you just got the cart, right?
Yeah, just the cart. I think if you get like the box and everything else with it, probably be a lot more expensive.
Yeah, let me see if there's actually that one website that I think it's like price charting or something. I actually want to see what the prices are right now. I'm definitely not going to be buying this card anytime soon, but I kind of want to see. I'm just curious. What's it called? It's like Kirby no Cura no.
It's it's Kirby no Cura Kids is the Japanese name.
Okay, that was somewhat close, I think. Let me take a look here. Oh, there it is. Oh, I don't know this, and don't make fun of me for not knowing this, but our Super Famicom box is vertical instead of horizontal like the US ones.
Yeah, they are actually.
I did not know that. I have not looked at a lot of Super Famicom boxes. So yeah, that actually is part of the cover. You see on in SpeedGaming here, they have part of the cover. Obviously, it doesn't translate to the same box, but yeah, they did find part of the cover that is pretty cool. I've got complete price, one sale per year. Looks like it's 120. These don't sound like they're accurate prices.
If you look on,
it's pretty hard to find too.
If you look on eBay, the price range kind of varies. Some is like 70, like $80. Sometimes it's like 120.
Let me see if there's that actual. There's one for sale right now. This run is about an hour 15 to an hour 20, so we got plenty of time to look up stupid things like this. Kirby Super Star Stacker, and I can't type. Finding the Game Boy version. Oh, there's one. Whoa! $123 at best offer for just the cart.
Oof.
I own the cart for the Game Boy, but they only go for around 15.
I don't even think they're that. I don't think
You could probably find a pretty bit cheaper, to be honest, but I just went to my local store, they had it there for 15. I'm like, oh, I should probably buy this since I play the game so much. So I only found two Super Famicom ones. The one was, I don't know what I just said, but this seems to be the cheaper one of 107 for buy it now.
Wow, that's
It's getting up there.
yeah.
Yeah, there's no complete in boxes here, but I didn't really expect to find it. Ooh, complete in box for the Game Boy version is 120. That must be mint for that price, though.
Yeah. Because the game itself is not expensive.
Yeah, no, it's not very expensive at all. Probably if you shopped around, you can get it under $10.
Yeah.
Somebody from chat said, you can tell it's a Japanese cover because Kirby is happy and not pissed. That's kind of accurate. Somebody also said, you wouldn't download a Kirby. Yeah, I'm a dirty pirate. I play this on emulation.
Probably a lot of people do.
I never would have found the game had I not found it on somewhere in the depths of the internet. Oh, by the way, there is a translation. The menus are in Japanese. There's a website that does the translation for you. The menus aren't very complex, so it's pretty easy to figure out where you need to go in the menus with the simple translation. What else? I think you said earlier that they're working on a ROM that's actually translated? Or somebody's working on
yeah,
it?
there's an English patch.
Okay. Again, somewhere in the depths of the internet.
Yeah, I believe it was, think it was Dana Adams and a couple other people who were working on it. And you can find her on Twitter. Just ask her all about it.
Oh, you actually know the person then?
Yeah, I've chatted with them for a little bit.
You should convince them to run this game. Does this marathon happen every year? Does it? I don't know. I think I missed it last year, so I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, this is every year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't run this game in a while. Actually, I de-rest a couple days ago, and yeah, I haven't speedrun in a while, so I haven't been really keeping up with everything that's going on in the speedrunning community. But it's always nice to find. These are the games that are kind of my favorite games. There's a couple games like this that I just really enjoy, so I'm happy to come help you commentate.
Thank you.
Hopefully promote this game and have other people play it, because it makes me happy to watch other people play this game that I love so very, very much. Hashtag American Kirby is hardcore.
So yeah, thankfully this is only like an hour 20 minutes long. And this is not the Game Boy version, which is like,
Oh, yeah.
what, 3.5, 4 hours?
Did you run the Game Boy version, by the way? I don't know if you did or not. Let me check. Well, I guess I'm asking the person who would have ran it.
Oh.
Did you run it or no?
I did one run of the Game Boy version, Insane. And it took me 4 hours.
Yeah. Let's see what... Oh, yeah. You're 4 hours, 9 minutes now. You're actually being crack attacked by 2 minutes there. Crack Attack was the first one to run Insane mode. I'm the only person crazy enough to actually do the all-round clear, because I got nothing better to do with my life, apparently. But I think if I went back and retimed my all-round clear on the Insane mode, I did really good in the Insane mode. It might actually be a new world record for super hard, but nobody's come close to the record anyway, so I don't really care that much. It gets the Insane mode for the Game Boy version is just, it wears you down. you kind of go into a daze after like an hour of just, am I really playing this game this long?
Yeah, it's just really long, and it's like really RNG heavy to even like start some of the rounds.
Somebody asked, are there any opponents other than King DDD? Not in this mode. In this mode, you're just slapping DDD around. But there is a story mode that you play against other players that I don't know the names of. One looks like a chef. What are some of them? Have you played story mode or no?
Casually a little bit, but not very much.
I'm trying to think what the characters are. One of the characters you can see on the cover there. I don't know the name of that character. I'm trying to think of who else would be. There's a chef. I know that. A chef-looking guy.
I think Meta Knight's in this game.
Yes, he is. I think Meta Knight is the final boss in quotations, because there's a secret boss. If you beat the story without dying, you get the secret boss, which is on the... I don't know what their name is. They're on the cover of the game. I think they're kind of a rare character in the Kirby universe. Sonny Rath knows. Sonny Rath did a run in, I believe, the Kirby Marathon, which I don't know when the last time they did that was. But he did the story mode and actually translated the story from the like, he did the voice acting. It was kind of goofy, but, you know, I never heard the... Oh, somebody said Chef Kawasaki. I think that's Chef name. That sounds correct. I don't know for sure, though.
Just call him Shelf.
Yeah, just call him Chef. Maybe Waddle Dee is one? Not sure.
I think it would make sense if some of the classic Kirby enemies were in it as well.
You know, we got time. Why don't I just pull up the translation website and I can see see who they actually are to answer that question here. Do I have that bookmark, by the way? I wonder if I still have a bookmark. I have to clean up my bookmarks. I got like 100 of them. Where is this translation?
There we go. Another gold.
Yeah, there's another gold for you. Oh, 6-second gold too. I'm going to look that. Just Google that. Kirby Superstar Stacker translation. And I'll post a link. I don't know if I'm able to post links. Are we able to post links? I'm not sure. I'll post it and see if I get banned. I'll post a link in the chat for the English translation here. This might be it. Well, I know there's a website dedicated to just the translation. Oh, I found the wrong patch. Oh, is this it? This might be it. There we go. Yeah, it looks like there's a Waddle Dee. Oh, there's a Poppy. You fight Poppy in Mo. Oh, I hated Poppy in I ran Kirby's Dream Land for a while. Poppy was the bane of my existence on the first Great Green stage. What else do they? This guy who looks kind of like a ninja who's got balls for hands. I don't know what his name is. You fight a flower. A sunflower kind of looking dude.
Nice.
Other than that, I don't know. How many rounds is Insane Mode? It is 40. Normal's 10. Hard is 20. Very hard is 30. Insane is 40. And round 20 is definitely... I don't know if it's the halfway point because the rounds after are much harder than the rounds before. If I remember correctly, anyway.
Well, they do eventually get longer because DDD gets more HP.
So yeah, there's Meta Knight, DDD, the chef, ninja-looking dude who's got like a split in his hair and balls for hands. The flower. Well, is he a puppy or not? I don't know. He looks like an elf kind of looking dude who throws bombs. And then a Waddle Dee, it seems like. I don't know who the last person is. Looks like a wizard. A whole face kind of dude. I don't even know if it's a dude. Not knowing the Kirby character names, for shame. Yeah, I'm guilty. Did somebody run? I think somebody ran Kirby Superstar earlier, didn't they? Let me look at this guy.
Yeah, I know. I think there's a couple of Superstar runs happening during the marathon.
Take a look at the schedule here real quick. Let's see. Yeah, Kaons did Kirby Superstar. Late last night, early morning, seems like, around midnight. Let's see who else is running stuff. So I know Sonny, who I don't know if he still runs this game or maybe just casual runs. We did a couple races together, like, I don't know, 2 years ago or so. He was big into this game. And I think he's running something else in this marathon, so I'll give him a shout out. You're running another puzzle game right after this, aren't you?
Yes, I'll be running Puzzle Bobble.
Yeah, you kind of, you get around in the puzzle circles, don't you? Like, you're really good at puzzle games, aren't you?
Yeah, I do get around to quite a few puzzle games.
What are some of the other ones you run?
My main series is like the Pound Upon Tetris Attack Puzzle League series.
Okay. By the way, I tried that and I was horrible at it. I could not play that game. I'm so bad at it.
Yeah, it's tough learning like that game when you first play it. Like, it takes years to get like really fast and really good.
I actually own the N64 version, the cart of Pokemon Puzzle League, but I was just playing it for so long and I just never got the hang of it. I gotta tip my hat to you guys because that game is super difficult.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of puzzle games, like Tetris is another one. I've seen some of like the top Tetris players in the world play, and it's like, how you play so fast.
How would you rank Kirby Super Star Stacker as kind of difficulty of puzzle games? Because I tend to think this is one of the more easier ones to pick up and learn. What do you think?
Yeah, I would definitely say this is one of the easier ones to pick up and learn how to play. Like, the controls are not super difficult to learn.
Yeah. I think I'd agree with you there.
It's not like other puzzle games like Wario's Woods where there's like so much control and it's like, you know, really, really hard to get a grasp of the controls.
Yeah, I think once you... I ran this game forever without really learning how to use the hitting the up button and swapping. Like, I was just rotating for the longest time before I learned how to master that, but overall, the controls in this game are just super really easy. So I see that you're running Panel the Pond, you're doing a race on, looks like Thursday? How do you feel about that one?
Feeling pretty good. I'll need to brush up on, you know, the hardest difficulty because, you know, I'm out of practice. Don't really exactly have the feels for it, you know, right now. But yeah, I'll get the feels back. Don't worry. It'll be a good race.
Yeah, you're gonna tell Thursday anyway to refresh yourself. Looks like it's the easy through super hard category there. I don't know if that's a category, but that's what you guys are racing. And then Sonny, on that same day on Thursday, he's running Kirby Superstar 100%. So shout out to him as well.
Nice.
Oh. So on Friday, you're running Tetrison, this game that I can't pronounce.
Oh, Nazukoyo, yeah. It's like a Puyo game that's like an RPG, kind of.
Oh, interesting. Looks like that's kind of a puzzle block, because there's Dr. Mario and Wario's Woods is a puzzle game too, right?
Yes, it's quite a difficult puzzle game, as I learned the hard way when I first learned it.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that play. I might have to tune in for that.
But I won't be playing it. You'll be watching someone that's actually good at the game play it.
Are there any puzzle games that you haven't played that you're kind of looking to get into, or no?
Probably. I probably just haven't found them yet.
Sure. It looks like you pretty much at least played most of them, it seems.
Yeah, there's other puzzle games I want to speedrun, but they're kind of on the Genesis, and my capture card doesn't like capture in Genesis all that well,
really?
which is a bit unfortunate. Then of course there's the DS Planet Puzzle League. You know, capturing DS games is
Yeah, that's an expensive card for the DS, isn't it? Like, you have to get your DS modded, don't you?
yeah, and it's like, it's a lot of money. Well, I think for the original DS, you can get something. I don't know what I can't remember what it's called, but it's like I don't know, $400 or $500, and you can just do it without a capture card.
I wonder, do some people just point a camera at their DS and speedrun that way?
Yeah, you could do that. That was actually how I started speedrunning, was I would just point an iPad at the TV screen and just record runs that way.
That's funny. Oh, I wonder. Probably is there a DS emulator? I don't think I've obviously never used one. I don't know if they exist. Do you know if they exist or not?
Yes. There's one called Desmamoon or something like that.
Okay.
That a lot of people will use. Which if I want to start speedrun Planet Puzzle League and other DS games, I might have to use that. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, hundreds of dollars to modify your DS is pretty prohibitive. That's kind of a steep purchase for speedrunning. But some people do it because they're super into it. I don't know if I'll ever be one of those people. I have bought a couple consoles just for speedrunning, but I don't know if I've ever spent that much money.
Yeah, I mean, if you can absolutely afford it, go for it.
Yeah. Oh, somebody just came in and is asking how the blocks are disappearing. Somebody else said you can match two characters together and they are connected by star blocks or bricks. Yes, let me just give a quick refresher course in case anybody just hopped in. Dee Dee has HP. You want to smack him around until his HP is 0. To do that, you have to make star blocks disappear. In order to make the star blocks disappear, you have to match the characters. The rat, bird, fish, or their names that I don't care to use. So you match them, and you can match them in between. You can match star blocks in between them, and when you do that, each star counts as 1 HP to take down one of Dee Dee's HP. And when you combo, stars fall from the sky, and those count towards Dee Dee's HP, and the stars from the sky are temporarily star blocks, and if they combo, you get another combo and stars fall from the sky again. The goal is to have that happen 6 or more times, so you get the double bonus. Am I missing anything? I think I got it. Did I miss anything?
No, you pretty much got it.
It's hard to explain, really, without playing it, which, for marathons, makes it even harder to explain. So I recommend everyone pick up this game and play it. Don't make me beg.
Oh, that was good luck.
Oh, somebody mentioned Desmu is stable. Citra is another 3DS emulator that's not quite so stable, but some games run full speed on it, so looks like the chat has more information than I do. Let's see where you are here. Is there a triple bonus? So how the... I don't know if that's a reference to another game, but I'll kind of explain how the combos work. A 2 combo gives you 2 stars falling from the sky, so you get 2 extra HP points knocked off Dee Dee. If you get 3, does it jump to 4 right away, or is it 3? I think it jumps to 4 stars. The extra stars that you get that fall. And on the 4th one, it's 5.
Yeah, I think it's 2, 4, 5, 6, and then 12.
Yep, yeah, I think you're right about that. So, the 4th one gives you 5 stars, the 5th one gives you 6 stars, which cover the whole thing, then the 2nd one gives you 2 whole lines of stars, which add up to 12. And so you want to hit a 6, and the best way to do it, which you'll see on round 30 that's coming up here, because every 5th round is an insta-kill round, or an insta-clear. You only have to drop 1 block to do it. You'll see that you can chain 6 or 12 coming down, and then if you get another combo with 12 coming down, you get another 12. Then if that combos, you get another 12, and it can keep on going until you're out of blocks or out of Dee Dee's HP, which you'll see on the next round, which is round 30.
Yeah, and it adds up really quick.
Yeah, so I have a sheet of notes because I'm too dumb to memorize every 5th level here. Of what I need to do every 5th level, and dear lord is my sheet. My sheet is like water damage, it's all crumpled up. I pulled it from like a shelf that's got cobwebs on it. I mean, I haven't used the sheet in forever. So the way I do it, take a look at round 30 here as he laid down his block, and now the whole thing's going to insta-clear. He doesn't have to touch the controller until the round's over. But the way I kind of decipher what I need to do for the round is I number the columns left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I name the icons F for fish, H for hamster, B for bird. And so my coding system is, like for this round, round 30, was owl down, which was B3 for bird 3 on the third column. And then so my code is vertical H3, B3, which the hamster on top, bird on the bottom, and then they go down on the third column. I don't know if you have a similar system to that, and you just golded round 30, so congratulations.
Yay, improved by 6 frames.
Yes, that was 0.1 second gold, but we'll take it. I don't know what I was saying. I don't know if you use a similar system or not, or how you describe your, or if you memorized it, unlike me.
Oh, for round 30, I just had like owl down column 3.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. It's kind of similar. I made a sheet for the insane mode, just for the insane mode for regular Star Stacker, and then took the entire sheet just to do that, because that game is insane. Oh, by the way, have you died since your first death? I don't think you have yet, have you?
No. I only died once on 12.
Yeah, you got some sailing going on here. So far.
That might all change when we get to like the upper 30s.
Yeah, there are some levels where it's just like, oh my goodness. You get like barely any space to do anything. I think I died once on the world record. Either once or twice. I know most of my runs until the world record I was dying at least once or twice in every run. Because it's so fast in the end, and there's so little movement. So you guys will see that probably coming up in the next 10 minutes. We'll see how the last few levels work, and it's just... it's really hard to navigate.
Yeah, 39. Well, say 39 is especially one of those.
Yeah, I think there's one of them, like, in the mid-30s that's pretty hard as well, but 39 is death. And so basically, if you're thinking about how the run works in your head, it kind of really ends on round 39, because round 40 is a quick kill, which you don't really have to do anything. So you really measure how your run is going by how you end on round 39, rather than round 40, because the most you could save on a quick kill round is like 0.1 second, which you did on round 30.
Yeah, you just like optimize movement a little better or something. That was actually how I got the first 218 in the Game Boy version, normal. Which is optimized movement.
Yeah, the Game Boy version is, especially the normal mode, I don't think there's a stage that isn't RNG in that whole entire run. And it's a super fast run. It's under 3 minutes for most people, isn't it? Well, let me actually hold on.
Yeah. Well, that was until SK started finding all these strats and brought so much RNG into the run again. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, if SK wanted to, he could probably destroy everyone in the later rounds, because he just has this eye for figuring out where the secrets are in each round. Like, he figures it out so fast. And he's the world record holder for that normal mode at 207. Jesus. I'm on there somewhere. I think you're in there too. Yeah, we're both sub 220s, but that game was sitting at like 219 for like a year or so, and then SK came around with new strats and just blew everyone out of the water.
Yeah.
And then we all copied his strats.
Yeah, I think no. Actually, what happened was some people thought 218 was impossible, and then I got it with optimized movement.
Yeah.
And then SK found all these strats and, you know, he saved like 10, 11 seconds.
Right, yeah, right away. Then he optimized his movement and got it all 207. Yeah, running that one is just, it's so many resets.
Yeah, because you start a stage, and it's like, oh, I didn't get the starting blocks I wanted. Well, reset.
Yeah, most resets in that are in at least the first 45 seconds. So, if I remember correctly, the history of the normal mode Star Stacker is FFR, who was the Bloody Candy back then, who was really the first guy I really saw run Star Stacker since about 2-3 years ago. He held the record at 219 and I think Kaon's tied him at 219, or 219, and then you beat both of them with a 218. Is that correct? I think that's right.
I think you also had a 219 at the time.
Oh, yeah, I probably did. I don't know. And then I think that stood for a while, and then SK came in and just wiped us. And then a couple of us used SK strats to try to optimize our times a little bit more, but still, that RNG just kind of wore everyone down.
Yeah, I stopped at 218. I'm like, yeah, I like that run. I'm proud of it. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to it. I don't know. But I really like that 218 I got.
Yeah. I think you had the world record for a while, didn't you?
Yeah.
You just golded again. Congratulations on the 6.8.
Yo, might get under 107 summer best now.
There you go. Yeah, you've had, let's see, I think you've had 4 or 5 golds on this run, haven't you?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good run for the gold. So what do you think are the bread and butter for Star Stacker runs to see if some, like, kind of the measuring stick to see if somebody's talented at the game or not? Like, I think how good they are at the round clear for in Super Star Stacker, the insane and very hard. I think those are kind of the measuring stick for the Super Star Stacker. And then in the Game Boy version, I think very hard and super hard. I really don't know if insane is kind of measuring how good somebody is, because a lot of people just don't play it because of how long the stupid game is, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think if you can consistently do insane without dying in this game, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I think you're pretty skilled if you can. Even just taking like 1 or 2 deaths, that's pretty good for being a Star Stacker runner.
Okay, no, we're fine.
So somebody in the chat said, this in the Game Boy game has such good music. I agree, and unfortunately because my voice is coming through, I actually have to watch it on mute, so that makes me very sad.
Aww.
I call when I'm running the game and I get a 6 combo, I call the noise it makes the toodly-doo. So I'm just like, hey, I got another toodly-doo. Gotta get them toodly-doos. Yeah, so this game is definitely... If you're seeing this for the first time, it's gonna be a little hard for you to decipher. I beg of you all to pick up this game and play it at some point. It'll make so much more sense, you'll have a lot of fun, the learning curve isn't very high. I mean, I wouldn't start on insane one, but
yeah.
The learning curve isn't too bad.
You might want to start a little bit easier than that.
Yeah. It won't take you very long to figure it out, and you'd be like, oh, now I understand what I was watching that whole time. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this, but when the stars fall, they've only, if you get like a 2 or a 3 or a 4, they only fall to the deepest part of the map. They don't go. They don't hit the top. So if you have a 2, they'll only fall all the way to the most deep. I don't know if am I explaining this right? They'll fall to the lowest block on that's left on the map or the puzzle or whatever you call it.
Yeah, it's always the lowest point.
The wording on the mechanics are really hard to explain. I'm finding that now that I'm commentating this.
Oh, that's another gold. Another gold.
0.6 there for you. So that's probably your 6 gold, I believe. Here comes another quick killer.
Oh, around 35, they actually throw you off by slowing the fall speed.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. It's the only stage that does that.
How slow does it go? Like back down to very hard modes?
Yeah. Might be between hard and very hard. I think very hard is still a little bit faster.
So I always get confused about which button is B and A, because I play this game with a PS4 controller as my controller. I have a USB SNES controller as well, but for whatever reason I just like the feel of the PS4 controller better, even though it has the worst D-pad. So on my notes, I have just hit X instead of A or B, and I always forget which one's A or B because I play with the PS4 controller when I emulate so much. Now, do you have a regular SNES controller, or are you using a Super Famicom controller?
I'm using a Super Famicom controller right now. I have regular SNES controllers.
With the colorful buttons?
Yes, like the fancy buttons.
That's the best version, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of people do say that Super Famicom is like really good controllers.
I don't think I've held a Super Famicom controller yet. Mine's the regular SNES one.
I mean, they are pretty old controllers, so I mean, it's hit or miss. I mean, you could pick up a regular Super Nintendo one with the purple buttons, and it could also be really good.
I wonder if there's anybody out there that, like, what's the word I'm looking for? That refreshes the controller, or refurbishes controllers, and, like, makes them brand new for speedrunners. I wonder if there's anyone who does that. If anybody knows in the chat, give them a shout out or something.
Yeah, I would imagine there'd be a few people that they go in, they like take out the rubbers and whatnot, and then put new ones in.
Like a full restoration of the controller, kind of.
Yeah, kind of like that.
So someone in chat said, was talking to somebody and said, every 5th stage is free, which 40 is the only 5th stage left, so you get to see that. And as long as you place the first piece or so correctly, you're 100% correct. That is how the mechanic works, and that's what I have in my sweet little notebook here of how every 5th level goes, because I forget. And so if you do plan on running this game, you can hit me up on Twitter. I don't know if you want to hit up FFR Pro as well, if he'll give you the notes, but we both have the notes for how to do the quick kills. So if you plan on running this game, you can either watch our runs and then make your own notes, or I will totally give you my notes. You hit me up on Twitter or Discord or whatever. So feel free to do that.
Oh.
I love new runners, so
Well,
I will definitely give you my notes.
That's our second death.
Oh.
Yeah.
I apologize, I wasn't paying attention how it went down, but oh yeah, 37, this is another difficult one.
Okay, yeah, do that.
Oh, you gonna be safe here? I think you're...
I'm trying to be safe, but it's hard.
Yeah, having only the 2 columns in the middle is really... Oh, I think you got the combos enough. Is that a 6? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely have... I think you're a little bit safe here. Still a little bit high, but... I think you might be good for the end of the round here.
Yeah, I got room now.
Nice little combo here, too. Sometimes when I... Oh, that bomb got you. Sometimes when I zone out, the stacks on the left and right get a little high, and I'm just like, oh, I'm not paying attention. I need to figure out how to get rid of these stacks.
Yeah, it's also kind of a little hard to kind of focus on a puzzle game for, you know, an hour and a bit.
Yeah. I think my favorite clear is the very hard clear, because you can almost kind of zone out a little bit if you're good enough at it. Because there's no stage where you're gonna be super in trouble starting off the bat, and it goes a little slower, so you can just kind of relax and play that if you're, you know, if you're experienced enough at Star Stacker. That's the one I think I put the most runs into, because I can just do that casually and, you know, kind of zone out and hang out with the chat. I usually just turn on like sound requests in my stream and just play that round sometimes when I'm bored. Talking so much that people aren't getting to hear this awesome music. So I'm just gonna look at my live split here and see how your time what you're kind of looking at for actual time. 37, 106.
Might be looking at a 113.
Yeah, I think a 113 is about where you're at right now. Depends on how quickly you finish this stage, which it looks like you're about to. So there you go. You got the combo there. So 37 at a 106.40 compared to... Okay. You are probably going to hit... It looks like you're about 90 seconds off the world record at the curve. So that's pretty good for a marathon run there. And for, I don't know when's the last time you ran it or practiced it, so you're doing pretty good here.
Okay. It's pretty tight right now. Okay, I think we're okay for right now.
I heard the speed up music in your microphone in the background a little bit, and I'm like, oh, he's in trouble. So yeah, the music changes when you have the middle two columns are within 3 or 4 blocks at the top. DD kind of gets a little happy and his music plays.
I think it's like if you get within like 2 of the top, it plays.
DD really loves when you lose. I keep calling him DD instead of DD. I don't know where I picked up that habit. That text message.
Yeah, but DDD helps you out in Kirby 64, though.
It is true. I wonder if this game came out late in the Super Famicom lifespan. I think it was 96 or 97. And so I think that's why it wasn't released in America, because everyone just wanted the N64 at that time, and the SNES wasn't really getting as much sales in video games. Don't quote me on that, I don't know exactly when this game came out, but I do know it was late in the SNES run.
I think if I remember, this is one of the more popular puzzle games in Japan.
Oh. Maybe I should reach out to some... Oh, there are Japanese speedrunners that, like, we don't really know of, right? Like, don't they have, like, a different category or website that they use to, like, track their speedruns?
Yeah. I know Paddled Upon is one of those. Also, here's 39, by the way. Look at this starting stack.
Oh, man.
Thankfully,
they gave you a double block, too. How rude, this game. Oh, congratulations, by the way, on the last one getting a 38.7 gold.
Oh yeah, that was a big one. Yeah,
I think
that will help.
your sum of best is definitely going under 107.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to know if there are any. I'd like to at least speak to or have a translator or something. I don't know. And have Google Translate. I want to see how if they're speedrunning this game and what they think about it. That'd be nice to hear from the Japanese community, especially since this is a Japanese game. They probably played it a lot more than we do here.
Yeah, it'd be cool to find like a Japanese leaderboard and see how they time their runs and what they can get.
Oh, sure. It looks like you're safe here on 39. You didn't die, did you?
No. Nope, this is gonna be first try 39.
Yeah, that's really good. So 39 is the last stage where you actually have to do work. Because 40 is the quick kill stage. So this is pretty much, we're coming up on the end of the run here. Now since you didn't die on 39, I don't know what you did in your PB, but do you think you might gold this 39 because you didn't die?
Maybe, though I think my PB actually did get a 1cc.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, if we do the rest of it very good, we still can get a gold.
Yeah, you might get there. By the way, I'm ashamed to say I have no idea what 1cc means. I'm guessing that means 1 clear.
Oh, 1 credit clear, so it's like beating the game without dying.
I got half of it right.
Yeah, it's like one of those arcade terms. You know, you put a quarter in, and you just beat the game with that 1 quarter.
I've heard the phrase before, but I just didn't. I don't think I've ever heard it. Show you how about of a speedrunner I am. We're almost there. Unfortunately, no gold on this one, but
That's okay.
still a pretty good one. I want to see what your some best finishes here.
Alright, so this one's nice. You just hold down, and we're done.
My notes literally say straight down. That's all it says.
Alright, so now you get to see what a 200-star chain looks like.
Think of it as fireworks for ending the game.
Yay, we did it! We completed the run! Congratulations!
Yeah, good game. Well, I'm gonna wait till it actually finishes, I guess. We don't have to do anything. Yeah, how do you feel about the run? Looks like you had a pretty good time for a marathon run here.
Yeah, this is actually pretty good for 2 deaths.
Oh yeah, you did definitely. Yeah, you got a pretty good time here. So we have 1:13:07. Where does that lie? I don't know if it beats anyone on the board right now, but it's got to be close. There's only 3 people on the board, so I don't know if it really matters, but let me just take a look. So the 3 times are 111, 112, and a 112. So a 1:13:07 is actually really good for a marathon run, especially with 2 deaths. So congratulations to you, FFR.
Thank you, thank you. Well,
Thank you too.
well, then again, the 2 deaths were actually pretty quick, so that actually didn't waste too much time.
Yeah, they weren't too bad. So yeah, thank you to everyone who's put on this marathon, and you for running it, and thank you for having me to do some commentary here.
Yeah, no problem. That was very fun. So glad you were able to join in.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go. I got stuff to do. You have a good one. Everyone in the chat have a good one, and enjoy SNES Super Stars.
Yeah, coming up next, I will actually be staying on for Puzzle Bobble. So that'll be fun.
Alright, everyone hang around, watch that. I'm going to leave the call right now. Good luck on the next run there, FFR.
Thank you, thank you.
Catch you later.
See ya!
Yeah.